Hi, everyone. This is Kathy Mamolen. I am a psychic medium and intuitive life coach. Welcome to Psychic Live on Monday nights. So, as you're coming on, I'm just going to give you a little bit of the rules so that you know what's going on. Just comment in the comments that you want a card, that you've never been here before. Pick me. Hi, Kathy. Just keep commenting because the comments go by very, very quickly. And I'm always trying to read them and grab people as randomly as I can. Please let me know that you can hear me before we get too far into this. So somebody give me a heads up that, you know what, sound is good. You can hear me loud and clear. It's stormy, right? Up and down the East Coast. And thank you, everybody who prayed for my house in Boynton Beach, Florida. My poor house had to be barricaded, and the hurricane shutters were drawn. But the house is fine. Everything's fine. And thank you, Jane. And but thank you for your prayers. It was a little nerve-wracking. It was our first hurricane with our new house in Florida, so we were a little bit nervous, but we got through that. So tonight what we're going to be doing is I'm going to be certainly listening for lost loved ones, as I always do. I'm going to be picking cards randomly and selecting people from the audience. Throughout the day, people have been messaging me, sending me photographs, volunteering. Thank you for being a volunteer. That if I feel drawn to you and I want to reach out and call you, I have your permission to read you live and give you a call kind of midstream, and everybody else can hear your voice. So we did some of those last week and they were kind of fun, right? So I never know what the night's going to bring. I can feel the energy in the air. I don't know about you guys, but big storms. We're going to get a big storm here in New Jersey. I can just feel it in my bones. That storm is coming. Hit the share button so that you can be entered into the half an hour free reading. So you can have a phone reading with me or a private Zoom reading. So at the end of the night, tomorrow morning, something like that, anytime somebody has shared one of my live videos throughout the week, what I like to do is pick somebody, reach out to you, let you know that you have a free reading with me. We schedule a time and I do give you a private reading. So the way to enter that every week is just to hit the share button, say something nice. This is my friend Kathy. She's a psychic. Watch her, join us, something like that. If you're not seeing me right now and I'm naming names, Kelly, Carol, Janice, Donna, Ruth Ann, if you're not seeing any of those names, you may be on the wrong page. Go over to Intuitive Touch Psychic, Kathy Mamolen Psychic Medium, and pick up the live on that page. For some reason, I can comments when you're posting once you log into my business page. Okay, so make sure you do that. So we have a lot of people. Tag a friend, invite your friends. We're raffling off a reading. We're going to be, hi Kathleen, honey. We're going to be talking to hopefully some loved ones tonight, maybe making some phone calls. I gotta kind of go with the flow. If you're jumping out at me and I feel like I need to hear your voice, sometimes I don't need to hear your voice. Sometimes I can just look at your photograph or feel the energy in your comments. So I'm going to go with the flow tonight and just see what I'm in the mood for. And I hope you guys are good with that. About midway, I have a little bit of a lesson for you. And I'm going to give you a little bit of we're on our soul exercises and training our soul journey, right? So I'm going to give you a little bit of a exercise later on in the middle of my life. So We have a big room. I want to say thank you to everybody for joining us. I know that you guys are having fun with this every week, and every week it seems to get bigger and bigger. It's like, are you kidding me? Who are you guys? But I'm so grateful always, of course. All right, so you guys know how I start. What I need is your permission to call in our angels and God into this reading. I need some thumbs up, some hearts. I always start with a prayer and end my readings with a prayer. That allows me to, what I refer to as, I turn on and I turn off, so that I'm not walking around in my psychic state all the time. It allows me to protect myself and shield myself. And it also allows me to let spirits know that I want to talk to them, because I don't talk to them all the time. I give them permission, because otherwise I'd be probably a crazy woman. So I'm seeing lots of permission. Thank you, thank you, thank you. For those of you that are in the room that are light workers, empaths, spiritual guides, intuitives, psychics, beginner psychics, wannabe psychics, if you have energy, please bring your energy into the room right now. And this is all about, let's just call in all of our angels, all of the love that's out there. Let's connect. Let's see what's going on in the spirit world. Let's see what messages we can deliver for you in regards to your finances or your health or your relationships. So we always have a great time. Here we go. You ready? I'm going to say a prayer, and then I just never know what's going to happen. Mondays are just kind of crazy, right? They're kind of crazy. I just never know what's going to come through. So here we go. And if you're just joining us now, keep commenting, please share. And in a moment, I will be in my psychic state and I will start taking some readings. Okay, so here we go. God, I'm so grateful always that you allow me to hear things and feel things that others may not. And I am here with this incredible group of men and women. I would love for you to share with them all of your guidance. God, I ask you to open up my heart to anyone that has passed. Allow me to hear their name. Feel their presence, be able to communicate with them. God, I ask you to give me words of guidance and deliver your message. I am listening for you now. Amen. I'm just going to throw these two names out there. They came in. I have a Jonathan sound. Jonathan. I know John is common, but it sounds like Jonathan to me. But when I was thinking Jonathan, what was more specific was this Nathan sound. So I'm not sure whether I'm hearing the Jonathan or the Nathan part of the Jonathan. So if that has any meaning to anybody in this room, it was right when I was coming out of my my prayer. So I'm kind of curious about that. So let me I do feel like it's a relatively young young man, not a little boy, but not an old man either, young person. So it is the sense of either Jonathan or Nathan. So let me know if that means anything to anybody. Okay. I'm going to keep listening for other. Your grandfather, Lisa, was Nathan. I have a friend with a J name with a middle name of Nathan. No, I would say that this is a first. I don't feel like he's an old man. He is more in his 30s, 40s, maybe. Um, you guys know when I'm quiet, I'm just trying to listen. So if I'm not, if you're just watching me for the first time and saying, how come she doesn't say anything? All right, I'm going to keep listening for Nathan. I'm kind of curious. Prince is doing great. Prince is going outside, laying outside on the back patio here in New Jersey, getting himself all hot because he's a black cat. And then he comes in and he like passes out on the cold floor. So that's his new routine. But Prince is doing good. And right now he's in the house because it's going to be a stormy night. So I wanted to make sure that he was inside. Okay. All right. I'm going to pick a card. I'm going to put Nathan to the side for now because I'm not feeling as strongly about him as I would like. And he's not giving me some additional clues. So let's pull some cards. You guys know how I work. Once I start to talk, I get stronger and stronger. So I'm gonna just see what else is going on. We have lots of people. Okay. No, I'm talking about my Prince, my cat. Everybody knows my black. I'm a psychic with a black cat. That's the joke. I inherited him. We adopted him from a friend who couldn't have the cat anymore. So we ended up adopting Prince, and then it turned into a joke that I'm a psychic. I'm literally a psychic with a black cat. So that's what's going on. So if you're just joining us, please hit the share button. Invite your friends. I want you to win a half an hour with me. I'm going to pull some cards. It's a stormy night. Jenna is saying, every time you join me, it's a stormy night. Yeah, I have a lot of stories about that. Like every time I have a psychic circle, which is a group event that I have, I might have 15, 20 people or something like that, like an event. Every time I have a psychic circle, it's like this torrential pouring, like horrible stormy night. And I walk into this event and I'm like, psychics here. So yeah, stormy nights in me, lots of energy, lots of stuff goes on in stormy night me for some reason, the energy in the air, something like that. So hi, Jenna. Let's see what I'm feeling. I'm going to pull a card, honey. Let's just see what's going on with you as far as just a card. Okay. So I do have the Page of Swords. Okay, so you're very optimistic. You're very hopeful. You're kind of waiting for the next thing that's going to come. Is how it's coming into me. Almost like you're waiting for the skies to open and that somebody's going to tell you what you're supposed to be doing. That's not how it works. It is unfolding, all right. But if you're waiting for this great big sign that this is what I'm supposed to be doing, yeah, some of us get these moments in time where we know that this is, what we're supposed to be doing. But usually it's over a period of time that things start to come together. So I want you to know that you are on the right path. You're very hopeful. You're very optimistic. Things are coming your way. It might not feel like you're moving forward, but you are. Okay. Nothing bad is happening. I like that. That, you know what? You're right. We're in a crisis, but you're okay. So nothing is jumping out at me. Just the sense of you wish that you got this lightning bolt to come into your life that would tell you what you're supposed to be doing with your life. And I'm hearing and sharing with you that these things are being put in front of you. They're being put in front of you in very small increments, and they're moving you forward slowly so that you do start to see your purpose and that you do start to really understand what makes you happy. I think that's what you're searching for right now. But in the meantime, you're very hopeful. You're very open to learning and doing, and filled with energy. So keep doing what you're doing. These things will be revealed to you. It will only get better. Okay. So, but you're doing great, sweetheart. And it is a stormy night. Okay. So let's just see what else is going on. All right. Hi, Christina. Hi, Rose. How are you? Hi, Donna. How are you? Got a lot of friends here. A lot of friends here. Justin. Hi, Justin. Where'd you go? Hi, Justin, there you are. How about a card? He's saying, how about a card? I can do that. Okay. I will tell you, Justin, that John is around you. I did just see that and feel that when I looked at your picture. So this man is definitely one of your spirit guides. Okay. So he is saying, yeah, I'm with you. This is good. I want to say hello, but I'm always by your side. I take care of you, and he's saying he takes care of everybody. So I like that about him. Not sure what I have, like a couple of numbers coming in. I have the early 80s, almost like a 86 feeling, 1986, wondering if that has any meaning to you. And then I also have this sense of like 2015 being important to you for some reason. John is your dad. Is that who this is? Okay. So John is your dad, honey. So yeah, of course he loves you very, very much. Let me just see what I'm going to see what your card says. I'm going to listen for his message. He wants to let you know that you put too much pressure on yourself. Okay. He's saying you put too much pressure on yourself, and that, you're doing the best that you can. You're always trying. You're taking care of everybody else. You're stepping to the plate. You're working on all these different areas of your life, I feel, too. At the same time, connecting to your spirituality. You're here with Psychic Kathy on a Monday night. So you're doing a great job. Your father's saying you're doing a great job. If I was there in person, I would pat you on the back feeling. Okay. So give yourself a break. He's saying that's him. It is him. It is him. He wants to say hello. Give yourself a little bit of a break. Okay. My temperance tells me that you yourself are very intuitive. I have that intuitive heart, intuitive symbols coming in. He is this guardian angel around you, of course. But tap into your own intuition. He's saying don't second guess yourself, that you know what you're supposed to do, or what's right in your heart and in your mind. I feel like he's trained you well, this man. And he's saying don't second guess yourself. Okay. Trust your own instincts, trust your own intuition, trust how you were raised, trust your morals. All of those things at the end of the day make you make wise decisions. So John is very much with you, sweetheart. He came right through. He is such a strong father, such a strong role model. I can see why you miss him tremendously. He is there for all of you. He wants to let you know. Okay. Talk. I have this ticking sound. I don't know what this ticking sound. It's almost like this. It's coming into me as talk, but TOCK. All I can think of is like tick tock, like a grandfather clock, maybe something that has that tick tock sound, or talk. He keeps saying talk, but I think it's TOCK. Cuckoo clock, grandfather clock. maybe some kind of connection to, time being money, or time being so important, or limited time. But somehow he's trying to guide me to the sound of a clock. I know that sounds crazy, but maybe it has meaning to you. I hope it has meaning to you. Give that some thought. I keep hearing talk, talk, talk. It's just this like tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, but I'm keep picking up that talk sound. So you're saying you got you. So yeah, think about it. I'm not sure, but time has meaning. Maybe your father had some saying about, you know, time is precious. Time has meaning. You, you have his watch. I'm going to take it. You have his watch. Tick tock, tick tock. He loves you very, very much. And as I would say, you guys know, I always say when he comes in, it's that boom. So John came in. I felt him as soon as I saw you. And he wanted to say hello. Loves you. Loves you, loves you. All right. So Justin thinks that's funny. It is funny. Okay. All right, so let's pick somebody else. Let's see who else is jumping out at me. So if you're just joining me now and you're wondering what the heck I'm doing, okay, what happens is I'm through hundreds of comments at the same time. I am in my psychic state. I am listening. I am looking. I am sometimes getting clues that somebody is coming through, and that person's name in comments jumps out at me at the same time. So there's no rhyme or reason as to why I am picking people other than I am drawn to you. I have a message for you. Possibly somebody is coming through. Jackie, Herm, just came through. This is Herman. Herman wants to talk to Jackie. Herman is Jackie's father-in-law. And Herman wants to say hello to you, sweetheart. And he says that he got cut off by the loudmouth bully in the last reading. He's teasing you. He's saying, I didn't get a turn. So this is Herman. He comes into me as Herm for some reason, but I know that this man is this father figure, very, very close to you, and certainly, of course, your husband. So he wants to say hello tonight. He wants to let you know that he is, of course, missing you tremendously. He's missing simple things. He said, the thing that's upsetting him the most is just sitting with you. Doesn't even sitting on the back deck, maybe something like that, sitting at the dining room table. So everybody called him Herm. That's how he comes into me. He comes into me as Herm. I've never had a Herm before. He said, you know what? I miss everything. He said, but the simplest things, it's funny that just sitting and just being in your presence, just sitting and talking and listening to how everything's going and laughing. And I don't feel like Herm was a big talker. I feel like Herm was, like to just watch everybody else and listen. And he enjoyed just listening to the conversations, and he'd kind of chuckle under his breath, that kind of a feeling. So that's what he misses the most, is the sense of sitting at the head of the table. He's telling me at the head of the table. He's making sure that everybody knows that he did sit at the head of the table. But he really just liked to watch all the kids, all the family, and he just would sit back and just kind of listen and take it all in. So that's what he's missing the most, honey. Okay. He feels strong. He feels he wants to let you know that he has no weaknesses, no illnesses, that he is at peace, that he is He's able to travel. He's saying he's able to travel. That's cool. I've never heard that say before. He had his spot, right? He had his spot at the table, definitely. So, he likes this traveling feeling. He likes to be able to visit with everybody in each person's houses and, you know, definitely, kind of touches base with everybody. That same feeling. He just kind of watches and hovers over you guys. So he did come in as soon as you jumped out at me. It was like, Herm. It's like, oh man, Herm wasn't gonna miss this for all the world, but he wants to say hello to everybody. He loves everybody. He is very much at peace, is how I feel. Okay, so let your husband know that his father's spirit is very much the same in spirit world as it was here, and he didn't get a chance to say. He couldn't get 2 words in the last time. So he's like, I couldn't forget it. I didn't have a chance. I didn't have a chance to talk the last time, he's saying. So he loves you. He loves you. He's doing great, and I'm glad that he came through for you tonight. So that's awesome. So Lisa's saying that's awesome. It is awesome. We're on a roll. Stormy nights. Stormy nights. That's what happens to me. Okay. Let's see. Kathleen, I don't think I sent you. I'm not sure if I sent you a message or not. Respond to me. I might have. Sometimes I reach out to people and say thank you for joining my live, so it might have been me. Let's see what else is going on. I'm going to see who jumps out at me. Okay. All right, let me just click on somebody just to clear my screen. Okay. Let's see. You're welcome, Jackie. You're welcome. All right. Hi, Karen. Hi, Maureen. Okay, so I am listening at the same time. I want to see if anybody else is circling around me. Okay. If you're not seeing these names called, Rachel, Lisa, John, Valerie, Nancy, hi, Kelly. Make sure you're on my page, Intuitive Touch. If you're just joining me, just post your name, say hi. If you've never had a card, if you're new, let me know. I do want to be able to bring in as many loved ones as I can. So I'm constantly always listening. Jamie, I'm so sorry, honey. Okay. One of my rules is if you just had a loved one and you reach out to me that week for a reading, I'm not going to take a reading from you. Okay. I usually will ask you to please wait maybe 6 months, something like that. I need you to grieve naturally. I need you to go through your normal grief with your family and do some preliminary healing. Okay. I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to be here in 6 months and I will help you then. Okay. So if you did just lose somebody this week, last week, a month ago, it's too soon to be working with any medium. Okay. But one of my rules is I do not take readings with somebody who just had a loss. Okay, so I hope you understand that. It's more for, I would never want to interfere with somebody's natural healing. Okay, so that's very, very important. Okay, hi, Rachel. I'm going to see who's jumping out at me. Okay. Hi, Christina. Christina's saying she's viewed my lives before, but she's never had a reading. Okay. Your turn. That's fair. Let's see what your cards say. Okay, let's see what's jumping out at me. Wow. So you're a magician, and for those of you that know me, I have a lot of favorite cards, but this is one of them. my first response was, you're awfully bright. You're awfully creative, clever. There's a lot of those types of words. So I want you to tap into your creativity. I feel like you aren't tapping into the gift that you've been given. Okay. I'm not sure what your creativity is, either working with your hands or you visually see something. An example would be you'd make a great hairstylist or an interior designer, or maybe you're visually gifted, something like that. So maybe a sense of color, makeup artist, something like that. But you can be whatever you set your mind to. Okay. I feel like you just haven't tapped into all of your strengths yet, and it's just because you're young and you're just starting to explore them. But one of the things that I want you to do is I want you to see how creative you are. Okay, maybe that's an area of your life that you haven't even pursued. So I do want you to tap into that creativity. I want you to say, is this in me and can I develop it? Okay, maybe you go to school for it, something like that. But you are a magician. You're able to do whatever that you set your mind to. You can make things happen. So once you set your mind to what you want, you're going to be able to achieve that goal. So that's what I want to deliver. That's the message I want for you. But it is this overwhelming feeling that that you aren't using your creativity. Okay. I will say that you have a elderly mother around you. So I'm assuming this is a grandmother. Okay, so there is an elderly woman around you. She's been watching over you since you were a little. A lot of dreams lately. Okay, so she's having a lot of dreams lately with people that you've lost. That's very normal. They come and visit us when we're sleeping. I do have this elderly woman, this female presence around you that is been watching you since you were a very little girl. It could be a grandmother that you never met that maybe died even before you were born. It could be even a great grandmother, something like that. But you do have this older woman that almost like an Elizabeth sound. Okay, so Beth, Elizabeth, but maybe they called her Beth, Bet, something like that. So let me know if that makes any sense with you. Okay. So I want you to focus on your creativity. That was the bigger message. All right. And then just know, as far as, all right, so that's all right. So you do have this older woman. Okay, you are saying you have this older woman that passed. It feels like a grandmother to me. So if you have a grandmother that's passed, then this is who this is. Okay. Um, you're a magician. Okay, be a magician, be happy, make things happen. Okay, honey. And your grandmother's name was Charlotte. That's nice. That's your middle name. So you were named after her. How beautiful. Okay. All right. So let's see who else. You have a niece, Elizabeth. Maureen, you have a niece, Elizabeth. I'm going to see, maybe the way I said Elizabeth. Who knows? Let's see. She passed 14 years ago. I am, I do get messages while I have all of these people in the room, 85 to 100 people. So I get a lot of crossover from people, right? What do your cards say, honey? Let's see. You are an ace of wands, and I love aces. All right. They're always a gift. So this is a new beginning in a good way. All right. There's something new coming into your life, and it's an emotional beginning. I'm not curious. I'm kind of curious as to what that is. In my life, it would be a second marriage. So it feels like a new beginning. Um, uh, it's coming into me as this sense of, a love, emotion, starting over, lots of those types of feelings. Maybe you're falling back in love with your husband. Maybe you guys are hitting a big anniversary and you have a big celebration coming. But I do have this sense of something new emotionally coming into your life in a good way. Okay, I do love that. So I'm going to focus on that. You are an ace. You have lots of, it's also coming into me as healing energy for some reason. So there's maybe something going on in your life that you've been asking for some healing energy, and that now that healing energy is starting to come into your life. So good card, one of my favorite cards. They're all my favorites, right? I say that all the time. So they're one of my favorite cards. Okay, beautiful. Okay. Maureen saying, wow. You're welcome. All right, so let's see. Hi, Teddy. Hi, Teddy. How are you, honey? You want a card real quick? Let's see what's going on with Teddy. Let's see what's going on with Teddy. All right. Okay, you're working too hard. They're telling me you're working too hard. You are an ace also. Wow, you're welcome, Maureen. You are an ace also. This is the ace, my ace of cups. So this is telling me that some of the things that you have been hoping for and waiting for are starting to come into your life. Okay, and that they're starting to overflow with emotion and gratitude and abundance and all of those things that you want. So it's been a while. I feel like you were put on hold because of some losses and some pain. But you know what? I have this bursting energy around you. I want to know if you met somebody new. I want to know if you're falling in love. It's that kind of feeling. Like my emotions are overflowing. I'm really, in a good place. Good things are starting to happen. You're starting to feel the shift. You're starting to feel better about things going your way. So you are an ace today. I want you to focus on what do you want in your cup. Keep asking for them. They are coming. But I want to know if you've met somebody and possibly you think you might be in love. So that's how it came into me. And if you haven't yet, maybe it's coming. It's coming soon. All right, awesome. Let's see. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Kathleen. Teddy, Teddy's saying, "Oh my God, yes." All right, that's fun. Good, good, good. All right, good stuff, Teddy. Good stuff is happening, honey. Hang in there. You know what? Where's my friend Sean? Let's see here. Hi, sweetheart. All right, where's my friend Sean? Let's see what these are rainy nights. I always do well on rainy nights. Sweetheart, Guy is here with me. He's saying he wants you to know how much he loves the baby. He wants you to know how happy he is that you always, of course, refer to him as the grandfather. And love you too, Teddy. Thank you. Um, so grateful that you always include him in everything and that he's the grandfather. So I love that. But he just loves the baby. He thinks the baby is so amazing and so beautiful, and can't believe the baby's here. That's basically it. It's the sense of I wish I was there to celebrate with you. I wish I was there to hold the baby with you, but I've been watching, knows the baby. He misses you tremendously, of course. I do feel a celebration coming up. Wondering if there's some kind of anniversary coming up, a celebration of your love, maybe. I kind of feel like he says, you know what, it's another year. I'm grateful for another year. So I'm kind of curious if you have an anniversary coming up, something like that. Um, Definitely worries about you with these storms. He's such a I don't know how to, I mean, he was a protector, right? He would have made sure that the house was protected and that you guys had what you needed, and that, he would have gone out and gotten wood and brought it inside if you needed to make a fire. Is the feeling. So he's protecting you. So he is worried about you on nights like tonight. Okay, so he gets worried anytime there's a storm. He gets worried that you're alone. Those types of feelings. But the most important message is, first of all, he loves you. Of course, he loves you. Um, he also is saying something about the mantle. I don't know what's going on with your mantle. If you changed your mantle, you redid your mantle. He's on the mantle. I don't know what's going on with the mantle, something with the mantle, but he is most just in love with this baby. Just in love with this baby. So he's so happy. The fall pumpkin fest is your big event. Okay, so that's coming up. So um, another year, right? Another year. So you must be planning your fall pumpkin fest, and something about the mantle, honey. I don't know if you've redid the mantle. It came into me as he's almost on the mantle. I don't know what that means. So he loves you. He misses you tremendously. So I want you to just go to bed tonight knowing that he is always with you. And I don't know what in the sky means. Of course, in the sky, in the heavens, but wondering if it means even something more specific in the sky, like if you're looking at stars and you swear that you're connecting to stars. I don't know, something like that. In the sky, something about in the sky. So, but he loves you, just misses you. I miss you. And I'm just so excited about you being a grandmother, him being a grandfather, him knowing that he's a grandfather, him loving this baby, knowing this baby was going to be fine. And the full moon, right? Yeah. Was he a big full moon person? Maybe looking up at the full moon in the sky, something about the sky. It felt more like stars, but curious as to what that might mean for you. Okay, but he loves you. Full moon tonight. Full moon tonight. It's like pitch dark here and ready to, thunderstorm. So I'm not seeing any moon, but it's probably, you probably can see the moon. Maybe he wants you to look at the moon. You guys can look at the moon together tonight, something like that. So he's very romantic. So that's nice. I love it. All right. Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for always being here. And curious about that mantle. I feel like I redid the mantle for some reason. Okay. So let's see. How about another card? We've had a lot of visitors already. Okay. The full moon. The sky was amazing tonight, Diana's saying. Okay. Hi, Taylor. Hi, Taylor. Hi, Taylor. All right, Taylor, I'm going to grab you for some reason. Something's jumping out at me. They're telling me that it's time to start over. I'm not quite sure what the start over is. It could be as simple as if you just ended a relationship, you're going to start over. It could be something like that, but it came into me as is let her know that she can start over. So if that has meaning to you, that's the first thing out of the gate. I have the King of Cups. So this tells me that you are strong. You may be feeling that you're insecure right now for some reason, but the strength is in you and you really are a king. And these things are going to come back to you. Okay. So I kind of feel wobbly. I've been knocked off my pedestal as to where I stand, my relationship, who I am. And now I need to, she's saying, I just got married. So starting over. Okay. So starting over. All right. So there you go. So that's nice. Um, yeah, it came into me as they were allowing saying that you just started over. All right. So that's a good thing. So they're allowing you to start over. The king feeling is helping you gain, I guess, more sense of security. Okay. Certainly getting married gives you some sense of some, emotional security, right? That you're happy and you're in this relationship. But this is more about you. This is you gaining emotional security for either, where are you going? What's your future? Maybe your career. Maybe you're going to make some changes along those lines, things like that. But they're trying to remind you that you are strong and that you do have it in you to. Um, hit these goals that you want. Okay. So I'm not quite sure what the wobbly feeling is. It could be the crisis. It could be your career was taken away from you, your job, you're not working, you're worried about working. It could be as simple as that. Okay. But I want you to remember you're a king and that you do have control over your emotions. As a king of cups, that you do have control, that the ball is in your court, and that you can continue to hit your goals that you do want to hit. Okay. But you're doing great, sweetheart. And you did jump out at me. So I love that. And congratulations on your marriage. Beautiful. I quit. Okay, you quit your job. That's the wobbly feeling I just felt, right? Okay, so you're gonna get back on track. Something else will come in that is a better match for you. You'll feel more secure. You didn't feel secure in the job. So you're right where you're supposed to be. Maybe God will have you work on some other things while you're not working. Maybe he'll say, I want you to do some other things. I'm not feeling anybody around you right now. Not to say that there aren't spirits that are around you, but right now, when I'm working with you, for whatever reason, they're not coming through for you tonight. Okay, but just know that they're always around. Okay, awesome. All right, let's see. I'm just gonna click on Taylor and get a clean screen. Okay. One of the things I wanted to do, I will have some more psychic circles. I've had a um, really busy schedule. But I'll put together some psychic circles again. Um, I wanted to take a minute and I wanted to give you a little lesson for your soul. Okay. So we've been working on our soul and exercising our soul. And tonight's card is meditation. Can you see that? Am I getting a big reflection? You see how pretty it is? Okay. So this is meditation. And I meditate all the time. I don't do formal meditation where I sit in a on the floor with my legs crossed and hum. What I do is I have a very simple meditation. I want to teach you that tonight because I get a lot of people say, I'd love to meditate, but I don't know what it is and I don't know how to do it. Okay. First of all, what I want to tell you is that there's no right and wrong way to meditate. All right. So let's just start there. The most important thing about meditation is that you're in a quiet place and that you have no noise around you, right? You shut the TV off, there's no kids, there's no barking dog. And the whole purpose of meditation is so that you can actually connect to a higher spirit quiet your mind long enough so that you can actually hear messages and receive information about things that are going on in your life. Okay. So, what I want you to do, and I wrote it down so that you guys can go back and watch the video, but I've got kind of a quickie meditation. Okay. So, you're in a quiet space. You're going to close your eyes. You're going to breathe in and you're going to count to 4. Okay. So, you breathe in 1, 2, 3, 4. You hold your breath. You breathe out 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you pause 1, 2, 3, 4. Super simple, right? This is like beginner meditation. I'm trying to make this as easy as I can. I want you to feel your breath. I want you to listen to your breath. I want you to think about absolutely nothing else but breathing. Okay? That I hear my breath, I'm counting, and then I release my breath and I can feel it. Okay? I take a 4-second pause in between and I do it again. Okay? Now, you don't have to meditate for 25 minutes. You don't have to meditate for an hour. If you meditated for 5 minutes, if you meditated for 10 minutes, you're doing great. When those thoughts of that you're supposed to be unloading the dishwasher and folding laundry come in, I want you to acknowledge the thought and just say, I'll do it. And then I want you to go right back into breathe 1, 2, 3, 4, release 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. It takes practice to actually not think. It takes practice to not think, not have all those crazy things coming into your day that are going to, prevent you from meditating. Okay. So we're going to quiet our mind. We're going to let our mind wander. Sometimes messages are delivered to us. Okay. Things that we've been wondering about, praying on. Something Lisa's saying, I can't clear your mind. You're right. You can't clear your mind. You have to practice meditating. Okay. I meditate in the shower. All right. Before every reading, I take about 5 minutes right before the reading. I know I'm going into a reading and I meditate for 5 minutes because I get rid of everybody else's energy so that when I go into that reading, it's all about my caller or my sitter. Okay. So it takes time. It takes practice. We're not used to having a blank mind. Right? Blank mind feels weird to us. We're used to thinking about things we're supposed to be doing. So nothing is going to be more important than you quieting your mind, bringing that love and that energy into you, healing your body, reflecting on how you feel, and literally opening the door for your soul to receive information. So I want you all to practice meditating this week. That's my little beginner 101 meditation. Okay. Let me know if you enjoy it. I hope you enjoy it. I hope it becomes part of your routine. I hope it becomes part of your something that you do every day just naturally. Okay. Because over a period of time, you are going to feel better and better and better. Okay. So that is my meditation 101. All right. Let's just see. Clearing your mind. Clearing your mind. I'm just putting thinking on hold. Is what Donna just said. I love that. That's very true. If you're just joining me and you haven't hit the share button, make sure that you've hit the share button so that you can be entered into my half an hour raffle this week. I want to make sure that you have a chance to make sure that you have a chance to win a half an hour free phone reading or a Zoom meeting. I've been doing a lot of Zoom meetings. I can see you, we can talk. I feel like you're in my reading room. So I've been doing a lot of Zoom meetings, a lot of group Zoom readings too with families. That's nice. Okay. All right. Hi, Monique. Hi, Tammy. Hi, Tammy. Okay. Hi, Felicia. Hi, Felicia. Okay. Destiny's saying she definitely needs to practice meditating. Yeah, it's something that you have to practice. I mean, it literally, you can ask a question if you have a specific question. I can pull a card with the question. That's fine. Yes, you can ask when you start to meditate. You feel like you're not doing it right. Okay, you feel like, well, this is doesn't make any sense because now I'm just sitting here thinking. And that's just where you start. Okay. There will be a day that you feel like that your mind is completely blank, clear, that you're in a different space, but you're not asleep, that you feel connected to the universe, your higher power, God, that you just receive these messages coming into you. It just takes practice, and that will happen. So I do want you to start. Okay. It's like, you know what? If I wanted to learn how to run, I probably would start out walking and running a little bit, right? And walking and running a little bit. So that's the same feeling. Okay. When did I realize my gift? Denise is asking me, when did I realize my gift? Um, for those of you that haven't heard my stories, I probably always was gifted, Denise. I have a lot of experiences from when I was younger and going through life that I just was connecting to people very quickly. I knew people's names before they introduced themselves. I would know the phone was going to ring and who it was going to be. It happens to me every day on Facebook, thinking about somebody, and they just, 5 minutes later, they pop up in my messages, sending me a message. It's just constant. But I lived in that world. When I went to massage school and I put my hands on someone, I started to hear the voice that I hear today. And that was kind of the beginning of my journey. And then the whole story kind of unfolds with, at first, I thought it was because I could read people because I could touch you. And then I realized that I could read somebody on the phone. Then I realized I could read more than one person at a time. And then it escalated to that I could read an audience of, 50 people. Escalated to I can read an audience of 100 people on Facebook Live. So over the years, it's gotten stronger. It took me probably, I know for sure, I did over 1,000 readings for free. I call it, I was in the closet. I didn't tell anybody in my family. I didn't know what it was. I was trying to make sure that this was real. And I just kept doing readings and until it was so clear to me that the things that I was saying and doing, there's no way I could have known. So, and then that's kind of when I decided that I'd have to tell my family that I was psychic. And everybody accepted it. Everybody said, that's great. Wow, that makes sense. And, they were like, yeah, there's no way you could know these things. So then there was a day I had to make a decision. I had to decide that this is what I was going to do for a career. And this was my calling. So it's been a journey. It's been an emotional journey, as any awakening is. It's very difficult to live in this world full time. But I love what I do. I'm very grateful. I'm very grateful for the people that follow me. So I have worked on murder cases. I hated it. I don't want to do them. I find missing animals all over the country. I've worked on a couple missing people cases. Unfortunately, the people have not been found, but I was able to identify some clues, um, or at least be able to know if that person was still alive. I do get that. I can tell if they're still alive and that they will be found. Some of those messages. Um, I will share one of my favorite stories because she had a big reading with me. One of my, they're called sitters for people who come in and do readings. Um, she had a very sick daughter, and the daughter had surgery in her back. And when I was on the phone with this caller, I physically laid on the floor and I started screaming in pain and reeling in pain. And I said, I'm allergic to the screws in my back. I said, the screws are poisoning me. The screws are poisoning me. And I was reeling in pain. I've never experienced anything like it in my life because when I'm in my psychic state, I can physically feel you. I can feel your body. I can feel what's going on. I can feel if you have anxiety, if you have a sore ankle, if you broke an ankle, if you've had, you have high blood pressure. So I could physically feel her daughter's back. And I said that the screws, she had back surgery, and the screws in her back were excruciating pain. And I said, take the screws out, take the screws out. A doctor in New York is going to take the screws out. And fast forward, um, they sent for the screws, and they had the metal of the screws tested. And the daughter was allergic to the metal in the screws, and the screws were literally poisoning her body. So, anyways, fast forward, the doctor in New York came forward, and the daughter has had surgery. The daughter is doing amazing, healing, getting her life back. And but I will never forget that moment. I will never forget laying on my reading room floor, rocking in pain back and forth, and receiving messages as to how to save this child's life. So so just incredible experiences happened to me. I'm committed to it. I'm not going anywhere. For anybody who wants to book a reading with me, I'm always here. I would love to talk to you. And you can always find me. I have a website, Kathy Mamolen, psychicmedium.com. I'm going to wrap up with that. My time has gone by very quickly. These hours go by very, very quickly. I'm so grateful that you all joined me. You have one more minute to hit the share button. Say, hey, Kathy's my friend. I watch her every Monday night. Join me Monday nights at 8 p.m. for Psychic Live. And so grateful for my people that stepped forward today and the visits from their lost loved ones. And I will jump on during the week. I'll do some quick cards in the middle of the week, so you will see me again. I'm not going anywhere, and I love you all. Thank you. So thank you for joining me. Have a great night. Be safe in this storm, and just be safe, right? With all that's going on in the world, let's just continue to love each other and pray for each other, and we're all going to get through this. So have a great night, everybody. We'll see you soon.